Podcasts are hot right now. How do I know? Well, you're listening to one right now, aren't you? But you might be wondering, how on earth do I get my voice out there and start my own podcast? It all seems so intimidating. Between hosting and platforms and monetization, it can get real complicated real quick. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We started this podcast over 2 years ago, not knowing clue one on how to do it. So how do we do it? We did it with Anchor. Anchor is the free podcast app with creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on all the platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And everybody likes money, right? Well, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go right now, download the free Anchor app, or go to Anchor FM to get started. It's the eCommerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your host, John Suder, Bart, Mroz, and Brittany Blackman. The eCommerce Minute is a production of SUMO Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm located in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's e-commerce Minute episode 725.
In today's episode, target to sell products through Instagram checkout.
Back in March of 2019, Instagram debuted its highly anticipated in-app checkout feature. It enlisted more than 20 brands, including Adidas, Nike, Zara, and Warby Parker, and the feature went on to be a pivotal channel for brands to directly capitalize on their followers. Now, Target has announced it's making its products available through Instagram checkout. Using technology designed by Target's tech team, customers visiting the @Target and @Target style accounts on Instagram can buy goods directly through the platform without leaving the app. Through the platform, consumers can tap on a shoppable product, choose the size or color, and proceed to checkout. To buy an item via Instagram checkout, Target customers click on a shopping bag icon in the lower corner of the Instagram post. For the first purchase, shoppers will need to enter their shipping and payment information at checkout, but afterward, they can make purchases in 2 clicks. That sounds dangerous. The @Target Instagram page features such items as food, housewares, home goods, baby kids, and apparel. Categories on the @Target style include skincare, makeup, nail care, clothing and accessories, and footwear. Justin Osofsky, Chief Operating Officer at Instagram, said that the company wants to make it easy for people to instantly shop every product they discover on Instagram. They collaborated with Target to set up a virtual store that makes discover to purchase seamless right in the app with Instagram checkout, which is a win-win for the companies. Target is the latest company to integrate shoppable commerce into its strategy, following the lead of other businesses like Facebook that are testing out this new territory. Didn't we do a report on social commerce a couple years ago? Boy, are we pioneers or what?
Well, multiple things. We've been talking about video commerce for 6 years now, I think. And a whole bunch of companies started and did the video inside of an app to do shopping, which makes no sense to me, by the way. Why not have it on Facebook automatically? It's already built in. Just Shopify already integrates buttons and things like that. So you could have done all those. Now, 6 years later, I think 6, something like that, they finally are doing it, right? You still can't get a link in Instagram, but hey, you could have done it with Shopify and BigCommerce and stuff like that, but now they build it fully into Facebook and Instagram. You have to be actually accepted to it. You only have to sell products, but it's an interesting experience, by the way. I know we were talking about Target, but it just go to any of them. It's all built in. You don't leave Instagram at all. It's already built in, which is great. The thing about Target, they've always had a good close connection to Instagram, and there it is. I think you're going to see a lot more of it. I think it's a good move overall for Instagram.
I think it makes sense, right? Because I think that Target and Instagram are trendy in the same way across the same demographic.
Yeah, I mean, it's that. And I mean, obviously there's other brands too. I just think that making it easier for people to do this makes sense.
Absolutely. This is the future we wanted. We just want to be able to click on links, for God's sake.
Well, yeah, but also like if you think about it, I had a chat with somebody about this. Why would you set up an Etsy store if you're only making 2 products, right?
Yeah.
So you're making, I don't know, candles, and you make small, tiny candles. By the way, my New Jersey candles just came in.
Yes.
I'm waiting for my...
They smell really nice.
Yeah,
but if you're a producer of like small candles, and I've been saying this forever too, if you starting, and this goes for food stuff or anything like that, you do not need a website anymore. You don't have to set it up. You don't have to do anything. It's already built in. You can set it up on your phone and have it done.
We've been saying this for 5 years and now here it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because every time I say it to somebody, except for you 2 fools, which I love dearly, is they're like, no, we need a site. I'm like, for what? You do not need it. Why would you struggle with a site on a computer for certain things? Just build it on your phone.
Yep. And I like to chime in about small creators when these kind of things come along. And I think it's a great opportunity for someone, especially if they're doing it as a side hustle or just want to do, I've got an idea, and your example of candles was spot on. I make these candles, even though everybody makes candles now, but it's an easy example. I make candles. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to. A, Instagram is the best because it's a visual platform. B, you've just cut out all the BS that used to be involved in setting up an e-commerce store. And C, it's all right there. Your audience is built in. So it's going to be a win, obviously, for Target, which is our example in this story, but also for small creators and people who just want to experiment and dip their toes into e-commerce and see if they can make a few bucks online. I think this is a great story.
Yeah.
It's just a very logical move.
Very logical move.
You're very logical today.
Very logical today. All right, close one, a little stat time. Online sales jumped 141% on a comparable basis, with digital comp sales rising each month during the quarter from 33% growth in February to 282% growth in April. I wonder why. Everyone was inside shopping. Same-day pickup and delivery sales soared 278%. That's my old friend Boppus. And more than 5 million customers shopped on Target.com for the first time during the quarter. And I hate to say it, but crisis presents opportunity. And I think a lot of people are learning how to shop via apps as opposed to just on their desktop. So I think as horrible as all this is happening with this pandemic, it's really put the gas on. I was going to say put the brakes on, but what's the opposite of that? Put the gas on innovation for shopping and e-commerce in many, many different ways. But I think especially in terms of how people shop, I think more people are more comfortable shopping on apps and shopping and doing Boppus and all that great stuff. All right, that's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow.
That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at SUMO Heavy.